Kirill, we need to add our newborn child to our policy. We thought we will do it at the renewal, but we don't really want to risk it and we'd rather do it now. Can we make it today or even from the day she was born? Short answer, sometimes yes, but not always. What matters is how you set it up so you don't lose money or the cover. Before we'll jump into this topic, let me cover some technical terms that the insurers are often used when you want to add somebody on your international health insurance policy. And the first one is the mid-term addition. In essence, all IPMI policies run for 12 months. So if you take the cover on the 1st of March, your policy will renew on the 1st of March next year. This is what is also known as insurable year, and don't be confused with the calendar year. Mid-term addition is basically when you add or remove a family member during the insurable year. Next one is W.E.F, which is short from with effect from. In the scenario of adding kids on cover, this will be the date as of when the change actually applies to your policy. Backdate. This is a big one. This is when you are making the amendments with a start date in the past. Insurers generally don't like it and will often only consider backdating to the date you first raised your requests. And not all insurers allow it, and it usually requires approval, but hey ho, it's still doable. The next one is pro-rata premium. In essence, when you add somebody mid-term, you only pay for the remaining days in the current policy year and not for the full year. Let me expand on this. So let's assume the child's annual premium on your chosen plan is £3,650. There are 120 days left in your policy year. So pro-rata calculations will look like this. We take the annual cost of £3,650, then multiply this figure by the remaining number of days on the plan. In our scenario, this will be 120 divided by 365. So in total, this will equate to 1,200. And that's how the insurers are calculating this cost. Now let's talk about backdating and when it's actually possible. Scenario number one is newborn baby. Parents should obviously have cover in place already, and many IPMI insurers offer that short window, which is often up to 30 days, in which they allow to add a newborn baby without any additional underwriting or subject to certain conditions being met. Scenario number two is not a newborn baby. In that case, a short health questionnaire and approval are often required. Any backdates in this scenario tend to be fairly minimal, we're talking about a few days, and only if there were no known health issues before the start date. I'm afraid backdating is not a magic button to pay for problems that have already happened. If it's clear and a condition arose before cover start date, the insurer will most likely refuse the cover for it. Now, what else people often forget? Number one is waiting periods. Some benefits on your policy have them. For example, dental. So backdating doesn't wipe these waiting periods, and usual terms will apply here too. Number two, basic information. When you want to add a newborn baby, birth certificates can sometimes be required, but it's crucial to send all of the basic details like name and the date of birth as soon as possible. Number three, cover itself. When you add somebody on the plan, the terms of the policy will mirror the main applicant. So if the parent has a £50 per claim excess on the outpatient, expect separate excesses per episode for the child too. Number four, private hospitals nearby. When having your first child, the last thing that people think about is where do they have the nearest private paediatrics. Remember that most of the private hospitals are in essence adults only, and only few will tick the box for your child. Number five, review the cover at the next renewal. You might have a US cover that was added some time ago. This will drive cost up drastically, so unless you really need it, consider removing it to avoid unnecessary cost. What else we often get asked? Number one, message received over the weekend with one phrase, can we start today? Look, the most insurers don't tend to work over the weekend, so we can of course send all of the relevant instructions to them today, but the request is not going to be looked at till Monday. Going back to what I've said in the beginning, we can request the start of the policy with effect from today. So even if the insurer will confirm the cover and release all of the documents on Monday, the policy is technically in place from the date you've sent the request. We saw our doctor yesterday. Is it covered? Well, if it happens before the cover start date, usually not. Backdating requires approval and don't apply to already known conditions. How long does it take to receive the cards or certificates? E-certificates arrive quickly. Physical cards are secondary. For appointments, e-certificate and pre-authorization are always count to be enough. Renewals in 2 months and I need to add my child. What should we do? Two options here. A, add now on a pro-rata basis and reshape benefits at the renewal. B, wait and add at the renewal. Look, the bottom line is this. Adding a child mid-term is pretty straightforward process. The key is to choose the right start date, decide whether backdating is actually needed or not, and correctly calculate the pro-rata costs. With families, it's not just about the limits, let's be honest. It's mainly about routine. Things like who to call, where to go, and how fast you can do it. This is something that we help our clients with on a daily basis, so if you need a good professional on your side, then get in touch. Finally, I'm trying to grow this channel and I need your help. Just leave one comment and say whether you found this information useful or not, or perhaps what else you want me to cover in the next video. And please send the link to this video to just one friend. That's all I'm asking. I hope you have enjoyed it and I will see you on the next one.